welcome back to a Vintage Vanity, and today's hair tutorial is this. It is a look inspired by the ever mysterious and seductive Bette Davis. I will place a link in the description to the photograph that inspired this look because it is it's one of my favorite pictures of her, and I just loved her like mussy curls, and it really was approaching that period of the 1920s where the curls became less and less structured and more messy bedheady, and gotta love that look, right? But this is also a review of Sweetgrass Mills hair accessories. Now I reached out to Jade because I found her Etsy site and I fell in love with all her stuff. She does a lot of really vibrant hair accessories using peacock feathers, and the other thing that really drew me was just all the color, because she does do other colors as well, but everything just seemed to really pop off the page and it was so vibrant. I was like, I have to work with this girl. So she was kind enough to send me a hairpiece, which one of them I'm wearing right now, and she also sent me another hairpiece to give away as well to one of you lucky subscribers, and stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can win one. But let's actually talk about her hair accessories and my thoughts on them. One thing that I do really like is that when you get a hair accessory, for most of them, she does shoe clips and things like that as well, but for most of the hair accessories you can choose whether you want it to be on a headband or on a hair clip. Now this is more like a hair comb. Okay, but let's first talk about the headband. I really like the headband. Is a very thin. You have a choice of colors that you want for the headband to be in. Obviously I chose silver. But what I like is that it's really thin, it's really flexible, so it doesn't give you the headband headache at the end of the day. And I wore this all day yesterday, and it was probably one of the more comfortable headbands I've ever worn. And what I like is because the headband is so thin, it's really easy to hide amongst your hair, so it's not as evident that you're wearing a headband. The other thing that I really was impressed by is how she backs the feathers and the products. And I'm not sure what this is. It almost feels like it could be like a faux suede. But it's backed really nicely. It's glued together very nicely. The feathers, not one of them fell out. I don't know, for some reason I was really drawn to this green and just this vibrancy of the color. What I really liked as well is that the pictures of the items on the website, the color is true to the pictures she has. Now, the other thing with the hair comb on the back here, you can run into a little bit of problems if your hair is really fine, or it doesn't, like, if you have problems with bobby pins slipping out of your hair, you're gonna have an issue probably with these hair combs. So I would highly recommend, if your hair is like that, getting the headband instead, which is why I love that she gives that option as well. And again, the peacock feather is really nicely backed as well, and has this addition of just this little pop of jewels. So I'm just going to lay that up against the head there so you can kind of see how that would look, but I don't want to put it in my hair because I'm giving it away. But yeah, just look at how vibrant that is against the hair. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the quality of her stuff. It's beautiful, it's silky, it's smooth, the feathers are not cheap, it doesn't look cheap, it doesn't feel cheap, it looks rich and vibrant and colorful, and that's what I absolutely love. And as well, she was very responsive, just a pleasure to work with, so I can't imagine that her customer service would be anything else but. And the other thing that I really like as a woman on a budget, I love that her site gives you a variety of price range and a variety of options. You can find a very small, very delicate fascinator for, I want to say, around like $18 or $20, and then you can find the more complex ones obviously go up in price. She has ones with netting. She even has bridal stuff as well. So really it's an any occasion kind of thing, and I think that peacock feathers are going to probably be the next big thing that starts coming out. So get ahead of the trend, and then people can be like, oh, you're such a trendsetter. So I know, I'm such a goof. So, I highly suggest stopping by and checking out her products. I honestly am in love with this peacock feather, so I'm probably going to be ordering one from her because I want one so bad. It's so beautiful. All right. And Jade was such a sweetheart. Besides giving us something that we could give away, she's also providing a coupon code which is going to last for a month, and I will put the details to what the percentage is and what the code is right here and also in the description below. So it's a great time to grab yourself one of Jade's signature pieces, and I hope you guys really enjoy. So let's go ahead and get to the hair tutorial to find out, you know, a great way to wear some of these fabulous Sweetgrass Mill accessories. This look is a combination of elevated pin curls and 1/2-inch foam rollers. This was done as an overnight wet set, and I will place a link right here to my video on elevated pin curls, so if you want to know exactly how to do them, that will help you out. These pin curls are 2-finger in width, so they're a little larger than my normal pin curls, and they are going in alternating directions. So this goes under, this goes up, this goes under, same with this side. And it is 3 rows of 4. So just pack as many as you can. So basically you're going to section off the entire side portion of your hair and use the elevated pin curls there. And then in the back, all of these are just all rolled under, and you want to pack as many of them in there as you can, and you want to bring them all the way up to the base of the hair shaft because we're going for curls. We're going to go ahead and remove all of our rollers and pin curls. One thing I want to mention about these pin curls is when you start, you want to make sure you've got a very deep side part, so you want to start at that corner of your hair, and you're not going to roll it all the way to the part. You're going to roll that first row just shy of the other corner of your head because you want a nice flat surface right here that doesn't have any curl in it. Alright, so let's get our fingers in there and just shake up all our curls, break them all up. We're going to brush these curls. And you are probably going to end up with something fluffy and more Rocky Horror Show than Bette Davis. Believe it or not, exactly what you want. Now what I'm going to do is I just switch between a really dense bristled brush to kind of brush through the combs and curls and get it nice and fluffy, and then I'm going to take my paddle brush, which is just less dense with the bristles, and a brush through. Honestly, you don't need 2 different brushes, it's just how I like to brush out my hair. I am brushing a little bit against my hand, but not too much because I don't want a uniform curl, because the late 30s was all about these more unrefined curls that were more pillowy and fluffy, so that's kind of what we're going for now. So now we're going to kind of try and work a little bit of a wave into the hair up here. So just using your brush, you're going to comb that, and then just take your hand, wiggle it around in that area, and you should start to see a little bit of a wave form. Now I use the bigger pin curls, so it wouldn't be like really structured waves. We want almost just like a bare hint of a wave into the hair. So there's that wave there, and I'm just going to use my alligator clip to hold that wave in place while we manage the rest of the hair. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take a wax-based pomade, so something that's a little bit heavier that will help us refine our poodle. If your hair is hard to hold curl, you're going to want to use more of a water-based pomade. And I'm just getting in here and I'm scrunching into the curls with my hands just covered in that pomade. I'm going to get in there with my fingers and kind of shape some of these curls. And again, just don't overwork them. You want that fluffy, pillowiness to remain. Then we're going to work on defining this section of our hair. And we can already see we've got a bit of a natural bump right here, exactly what we want. So let's just work that hair off to the side. And then get your fingers right below that bump, and then we're just going to kind of push it up. Again, take your alligator clip. If you don't have alligator clips, if you only have like bobby pins, go ahead and just put in a line of bobby pins to kind of keep that area straight. Once again, we're going to take a little bit of our pomade and do the same thing into our curls that we did to the curls on this side. You're going to want to do that to the curls in the back as well. Go ahead and take our clip out. Now, I want to ensure that it doesn't kind of move around on me, so I'm actually going to take a bobby pin and just clip it right, just slide it right in the very beginning of the curl there, so it kind of stays in place. Okay, let's take the clip out on this side. Now, if you have longer hair and you want to bring it up more into a more traditional length for that time period, do is kind of just scrunch up those curls and then take your bobby pins and just pin them throughout the curls. And as you can see, it just starts to bring the whole look up. And when it's a mass of curls like this, it's actually even easier to do this, to do the faux bob, because you just kind of messy bring everything up with the base of your hand and then just pin the heck out of it. And you'd be surprised how well it actually stays. So now, hairspray. And now for the piece de resistance, the Sweetgrass Mill hairband. So I'm going to lay it down on this side, kind of tuck it in there, and then up here I'm going to enter the hair right at the part and kind of drag it through the hair. Putting your hairband in that way really helps to hide the hairband from this side so you don't see it as much. So it's like a secret floating feather in your hair. So there we go. That is our look inspired by Bette Davis in the late 1920s. Her fabulous like bedhead curls. I love this look. It is so fun, and honestly, you guys, I feel sassy. The world better watch out, because I am now in a goofy mood because of this fabulous hairstyle. And I love so much how Jade's hair pieces just work so well with the hair and just give it that added pop. But now it's time to find out how you can get your hands on this fabulous hair piece by Jade at Sweetgrass Mill. Really, really easy. Number one, you have to be a subscriber to this channel. Number two, you have to be at least 18 years old or older, or have your parents' permission, just because we need to get your address to ship to you. And thirdly, it is open internationally, so you can be anywhere in the world and enter this contest. And lastly, I'm going to borrow from the very lovely Cherry Dollface for how to enter this contest, and I want you in the comment section below to tell me what is your favorite piece from Sweetgrass Mill's site. So go over there. The website name is here and also in the description. Go to her Etsy site, take a look at her stuff, and let me know what your favorite piece is, and then the winner will be randomly selected. The winner will be announced here on my YouTube channel on Thursday, May 2nd. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. So that gives everybody about 2 weeks to enter the contest, and I will see you on Sunday.